guys, I am Audrey McDonald, the singing scientist from Songs from a Suitcase, and today we're gonna break down the song Speechless from Aladdin. Now, just so you know, I've already done a reaction of this video, and I will be sure to link that down below, but you guys were going crazy about, can you please make a cheat sheet for it? And I said, okay. So here we are. Now, as I go through this video, just know that everything that you need is on this cheat sheet. I have every single note. So if you would like a copy of this, just head on over to my karaoke club, click on cheat sheets, click on downloads, download it, print it out, come on back and follow along. And you can grab that at singwithaudrey.com. Starting with verse 1. Now, this song has several layers of dimensions. So we're really creating and building dynamics. And in the beginning, you're gonna wanna gung-ho it, and I don't want you to. I want you to kind of lay back. Now, here's the thing in this. As you start to lay back with your volume, you're most likely going to hold your sound back. So I want you to do this in 2 steps. 1, I want you to practice it in a light, cartoony kind of nasal sound till you can get the notes right. Then you can allow it with an airy sound. So a cartoon sound would sound like, here comes a wave meant to wash me away. And you're just focusing on kind of making that nasal sound, sending it forward. Then you can add an excess H to lighten up the sound. Here comes a wave meant to wash me away. That excess H will lighten up and give it an airy, kind of smoky, sultry as we start to build in the song. The first things I want you to notice is the low notes. I put an arrow on the cheat sheet. In each spot that has that arrow, I want you to think up, lifted. Eyebrows lifted, eyes are big and open, cheekbones are lifted, and nose is flared. This is crazy face. And it's gonna open up that pharynx and allow that low note to become light and bright so we don't sit down in it. On, here comes a wave meant to wash me away, a tide that is taking me under. So I put those arrows on there for you. The main one I want you to focus on is the last sentence of this verse, and it's my voice, thinking up, drowned. Drowned is a prep, which is super crazy face. My voice drowned out in the thunder. Now, did you see my mouth? It opened a lot. My voice drowned out in the thunder. I want big, open, wide ahs dropping down vertically and not horizontally. Is it right? Vertically, I always mix them up. Not yeah? Okay. Pre-chorus. But I won't cry and I won't start to crumble. You're gonna wanna say crumble. Don't do it. Whenever they try to shut me or cut me down. Again, drop that jaw, sink that weight down into your body and really allow that ah vowel to pop open. But I won't cry. No, I won't start to crumble. We need those big open spaces. And if you need help with that, you can check out my mixed belting masterclass, which is in the karaoke club. And I give all sorts of examples and drills that you can do to help with this mixed belt so you're not straining so much. Into the chorus. Okay, you guys, this is when we really need to bring it on in. This is where it gets hard. I can't even talk because I'm this is where I can hear you already straining and reaching for those high notes. And the last thing I want you to do is lift your chin, reach up for those notes. I really, really want you to sink down into them and drop that jaw. We have, I won't be silenced. You can't keep me quiet. Now there's a couple notes on there. It's not quiet, it's quiet. I won't be silenced. You won't keep me quiet. Quiet. Both of them, nice and open. Won't tremble when you try it. All I know is I won't go speechless. Go is probably one that you're gonna strain on. All I know is I won't go. You're gonna pull back. Don't pull back because you're gonna lose it on speechless. We want ga, speechless. All I know is I won't go speechless. Did you hear the ga? ga in there, we want that in there. 'Cause I'll breathe. Now on the E. On an E, you need to make sure that you're not pulling here, but we're really dropping breathe. It's more of an IGH, almost like the word sit. Breathe becomes breathe. Breathe. It sounds really weird, but once you sing it, you'll see why. 'Cause I'll breathe. You hear that breathe? I didn't say 'cause I'll breathe and pull back this way. Breathe. We're going with an I on that section. When they try to suffocate me, don't you underestimate me, 'cause I know that I won't go speechless. Now, there's a few changes in registers here as we're going from 'cause I know that I won't go speechless. Stays in that mixed, but as we build up, we're really transitioning from one register to the other. So I highly suggest that you check out my Transitions and Registers Masterclass, which is also part of the Karaoke Club. Now, just a little note, all of the masterclasses are included in the Karaoke Club. They're not different. It doesn't get changed each month. They are all there. So if you like one, you actually get them all. So hey, why not? And no additional charges on that. Verse 2. Verse 2 is basically just the same as verse 1. And like I was saying, certain notes we're going to lift in crazy face, and those are centuries old and unbending. Stay in your place, better seen and not heard. But now, those are the little arrows I have on here. That's where we're going to be lifting. Pre-chorus number 2. Hey, guess what? It's the same as pre-chorus 1. It's like actually really almost literally the same, except for one little part, the very, very ending word, which is down. Try to shut me and cut me down. There's a slight change in notes there. As you are singing this, if you have a habit of going a little bit sharp or flat or a little bit off, I want you to tilt your head on that second part. Down. Because we're sliding slightly minor there. It sounds really weird. Why would I tilt my head? I don't exactly know why, but it works. Chorus number 2. Chorus number 2 is almost exactly like chorus number 1, which makes our life a lot easier, truthfully, because when you memorize one, you kind of got both. The only difference is let the storm in. I cannot be broken. No, I will live unspoken. That's the new sentence that pops in on this chorus, and it's that same idea. Now, as we're going into this big belt, part of it has to do with that brightness that we were talking about it. Part of it has to do with opening those vowels. And lastly, I want to make sure that you sit down into your body. That means that as you go into these notes, I want you to bend your knees, tuck your butt in and up, and squeeze. Literally squeeze your butt on these high notes. And you'll find that it's going to pull everything down and remove that tension. Let the storm in. Yeah, crazy face, open mouth, drop down. Let the storm in. Truthfully, squeeze your butt. Like, just do it. No one's looking, right? I just did it. You didn't really know. I guess you probably kind of didn't know because I did show it, but whatever. Into the bridge. Okay. As we're going into this bridge, you need to practice it in a calm, relaxed voice. Because most likely by now, if you haven't been listening to a thing that I've been saying and you're just off singing in La La Land, screaming at the top of your lungs, you're going to run out of steam by here. So you need to train in this song with a lower volume and then go back and belt it later. Our open vowels on this are try to lock me in this cage. I won't just lay. Make sure on lay. Again, thinking down. I have a little arrow. We're thinking down into our body, squeezing up our butts. Try to lock me in this cage. I won't just lay me down and die. So we've got to get those open vowels. I will take these broken wangs, not wings, no in, wangs, and watch me burn across the sky. Now on wings, in her recording, if you listen to it a lot, she actually slides up. I will take these broken wings, She goes from the bottom and slides up. I do not want you to train in this song that way. You're just gonna, it's just gonna go all over the place. So I wanna make sure that when you do that, when it's wings, you again, for the 50 millionth time, I need you to show me crazy face, open up on that vowel, and drop down and squeeze your butt. I will take these broken wings and watch me, not wings, no sliding there. Watch me burn across the sky, hear the echo saying I. Now on the echo saying I, you need to continue your focus because it leads us directly into the next chorus. Hear the echo saying I won't be silent. It goes right into it. There's no breath there. It's gotta be held and then link it forward into the next phrase. And finally, it's our last chorus. Now the last chorus is the same as the very first chorus, except for you're probably pretty tired by now. If you haven't been training in this in low volume, you're gonna be pretty exhausted. So you really, really need to focus on those open vowels and removing tension because this pulled up tension, wings, is not gonna do well. Now I do have a masterclass on removing tension, and that is in the Karaoke Club, which I absolutely suggest that you check out, and that is at singwithaudrey.com. I won't be silent. She hangs on to that for a long time, so do not close it up with silenced. No N. Long on the E, short on the N. I won't be silenced. Like that's a long one. Really got to focus on that. Though you want to see me tremble when you try it, all I know is I won't go speechless because I'll breathe. That goes up there. Don't you underestimate me. Don't you underestimate me. There's some big ones there. Down, down, down. All I know is I won't go speechless. Speechless. Now, if we break down that word, it is there's that IGH, less, and that open Whew. That is a beast of a song, you guys. Like, what? So, if you would like a copy of my cheat sheet, please head on over to the Karaoke Club. We do masterclasses, obviously. We also do themed singing events, and we do warm-up accountability and live events with me, where you can ask me questions that you have about singing, as well as Feedback Fridays, where you get to post up videos of you singing, and we also give you feedback on that. So come on over to the Karaoke Club, print out the karaoke, ask any questions you have on over there, and I will see you in the next song. La la la!